football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
And the Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. The hand to the running back. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running game.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. There he goes. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there. That time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll start this drive with a pass. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd. Fires to the middle. It's complete. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Using his legs, it's Martin. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Turning it on. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Run in the red zone. It's Martin. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Quarterback making checks. From the gun on 3rd down. Unloads it left. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it on the outside. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Here's the pressure. Safe completion on the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
On those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
So now it's 2nd and long. He'll try to pop the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Period, and Louisville has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Snagged out of the air. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got the quick pass.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. To the ground with the back. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. The Cardinals will try to convert on 4th down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Probably the only people upset about going for it on fourth down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on fourth down.
Back has it. It'll fall in, complete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. This time it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down, first down, first down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, I just can't find any answers.
And the Cardinals didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The corners are walked up tight. Back open in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
In the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Handoff from the gun. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Calls his own number. Nice move there. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Martin. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Here's the handoff. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with... six.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Hard running there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on 4th down and short. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He rifles one deep down the right side. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. They'll immediately call timeout. One more snap coming before halftime. Finding an escape route. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a crease, it's Hayes. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now they're going to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Looking to throw again. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard
defense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 10 over Rice. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. The draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And they tried to sneak the draw in there. The defense was not fooled.
You know, there's an art to selling the draw play, and that one was kind of more paint by numbers. Didn't turn out so well.
And the defense, you could tell, they weren't fooled. They were agreeing with your painting by numbers and got in there quick, fast, and made the play.
Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. The Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. He wants to change this route. He'll start this drive firing right down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Anderson. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. They'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. It'll be a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He lets one fly deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State. And they moved out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with the to be his timing, being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Back out on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front seven has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Penn State D-line just dominating this football game.
Going to swing it on second down. Pressure coming. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. To stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. A little release to the back. He breaks a tackle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. The give, and tick, 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 tick.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up.
Now,
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He slides that just inside the right upright. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. Running into the open space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Cardinals have a lot of options on second and inches. Scanning the field, it's Allen. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Takes the easy completion. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, and you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. It's a draw. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
And the Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Allen. Under fire. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Touchdown Cardinals. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Man, great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
I think they'll be aggressive here and try to win it in regulation. Flips it out to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, whether it's play calling or whether it's the quarterback's decision-making, they're playing it way too safe. They can't dink and dunk and win this game. At this point, you've got to take shots.
2nd down coming up. Quarterback making adjustments. The play action fake. Steps away. He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. Not much doing there. Just picked up a couple before going out of bounds to stop the clock. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they missed, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football, but boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. That's caught. It's Denmark. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. Goes out of bounds, but but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
The Cardinals take the ball first here in overtime. They go to the ground. And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Direct snap. Touchdown, Louisville! They take the lead here in overtime.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Got a man. It's Anderson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the back. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They got the score. Now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. He got it! The aggressive call pays off and wins the game in overtime.
You know, David, coaches are always preaching mental toughness, and at this juncture of the game, you need one play to get it done, and the offense delivered.
Man, all this time, all the energy, all the effort to get to that one singular play. Offense versus defense for a two-point conversion, and the offense comes through with the win.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability